This one is really crazy. It's from February of 2016. I'm pretty sure everyone has come to the conclusion that this surrogate was murdered. It didn't have to be this way. Probably some differences in communication. Another issue were that there were several levels of communication, so it was probably like playing a really bad game of telephone. The biggest issue was probably that the people doing the killing were starstruck. Even though they never met or even spoke to the people at the top of the ladder, they knew who they were working for and wanted to be hired again. It all started a few years ago. This A-plus list couple wanted a baby, but the mom didn't want to have to sacrifice her body or take any chances that she would not get her body back to pre-pregnancy levels. That being said, they did try to have a baby a few times. Mom miscarried and also was just not that enthusiastic about carrying a baby. They talked to some surrogates and services in the US. After about a year, they finally found someone they thought would be suitable, but she miscarried after a couple of months. After the miscarriage, our A-plus listers had to shell out 6 figures because the surrogate was going to spill to the tabloids. Giving up on the US, our A-plus listers went abroad. They heard about a surrogate factory. Sounds just about as horrible as it was. There were different levels of surrogates at this factory. The surrogates who were paid the lowest, or just breast milk providers, lived in certain conditions. Our A-plus listers were put in touch with surrogates in the same company who were the best of the best. They only carried babies once every 3 years, had impeccable backgrounds, and were the choice of royalty and the rich. Discretion was not even an issue, or so our A-plus list couple thought. They were never shown the more awful parts of the home. Their meetings were at a hotel in the country and then again at a hotel in London. Everything was agreed to and everything went according to plan. A baby was born and mom and dad were thrilled. They then remembered what had occurred with the woman to whom they had previously paid 6 figures. What would stop this professional surrogate from selling her story? Although our A-listers had paid her well, how much of the fee she received was unknown. It is suspected that her employer received most of it. A tabloid story could make the surrogate wealthy. So our A-plus listers sent the word to make sure that the surrogate would not say anything and that everything was hush-hush. At some point, this communication turned into the surrogate has to die. The secret needs to be kept. It took a while, but word filtered back to our A-plus listers of the fate of the surrogate, probably why they never had another child. And again, this is allegedly Jay-Z and Beyonce, and almost a year after this blind item was written, she did get pregnant via IVF.